What's going on, guys? King Trads here, back with another video on the channel, and today we made pork chops. Yes, pork chops was not planned. I originally had steak planned, but I got it sent in a box that was dry ice. I put it in the fridge thinking it was gonna thaw out, and I forgot to take the dry ice out. So, yeah, we move. It is what it is, but I did actually have some pork chops that I was gonna make another day, so we made those instead. If you are digging the content, and like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that. I'm saying it, cringy YouTube stuff. Anyway, let's get into a little bit of the process. I got a little bit of the play-by-play, as much as I could get in. The health rice I've done a million times. There is a video on my channel that has a tutorial on how to make it. It's very versatile. This time I did add mussels. I'm drooling already. There's mussels in there, but that's the only change to it. The pork chops, we did a nice little sear on. You can see me taking that right there, the little sear of dreams. Finished that off in the oven, used a meat thermometer, made sure it was cooked all the way through. You don't want undercooked pork. That is never going to be much to it. But it was seasoned just with some regular salt, pepper, and I used Tony's. You know Tony Shacher? You know that, I can't say that name. But you know I'm talking about, the Cajun seasoning. I used that on there, blackened it off. After we took the pork chops off, we put green beans, washed and rinsed green beans on there, and a little bit of garlic butter, and put that in the broiler. Let that get nice and happy, stirred that up, put the pork chops back on that. Let it hit the broiler just for a little bit to give that nice little color you see on the top. I'm literally drooling. That's so hard for me to describe sometimes. And that is what you see before you. So we've got the green beans and the garlic butter. We've got the pork chops done on the top of the stove and then in the broiler. And of course that health rice. I am drooling. I need to just shut up. I talk too much. Let's get into some of this rice first. You can see that steam because it's really hot. And it is really good. Talk amongst yourselves. I play things off really well. I just burnt my tongue like 7 times. It is what it is. Look at the pork chop. Hold on. One more bite. Don't tell me I'm the only person who does that. The food is ridiculously hot, and you don't care, and you just eat it anyway. I don't care. It is what it is. Yeah. I got the pork chops over here too. Really wanted to do a steak, so I cut it, or should I say I seasoned it. I don't know why I would do that way. The same way that I would cook a steak, but with a pork chop. You can see that nice little, come here, man. Oh, because I butterflied them, they're stuck on one part. But here we go. Why am I holding it like that? See, it's cooked all the way through right there. Nice little sear on the top. The drool is real. Of course, served over a bed of those. You can see the garlic butter and how it's nice and little. Oh. Nah. That's good, man. That's really good. That's really good. Sorry I didn't upload yesterday. If you didn't see my ridiculous Taco Bellness, I did eat 12,000 calories worth of Taco Bell 2 days ago. It was a little more than I intended on eating, so I had to fast again. So I have not eaten on Friday. I didn't eat on Sunday. And as you can see, I'm back to my regular programming. But as much as I enjoy putting content out, my health still comes first. I know people may not believe that, which I get. See, you got eating that much Taco Bell, but I had to chill. Not that I was feeling the effects at all. I just knew that I had gone over. I intended to eat like 8,000 calories. An extra 4,000 calories, just can't put that somewhere, so. It's so good. Wow. Normally I have mussels outside the shell, but what I did was, after I steamed them, I took them out of the shell, just so I didn't have to keep peeling the whole time. And, you know, this whole action right here. I wish I could try this. I know some of y'all don't eat pork, and I get it. People are very surprised, and I understand for certain reasons why you wouldn't. Like, I'm not here to, you know, talk about those. But some people that don't understand, you can look at this. That's basically white meat. It has the same amount of fat as chicken breast, pork tenderloin. This is just butterflied pork tenderloin. That's all it is. So, not very fatty, but if you cook it right, still juicy. What is this? I don't know what I be doing sometimes. And lastly, I apologize in advance. I'm gonna have to switch utensils like 7 times. I like rice with a spoon. Can't eat pork chops with a spoon. Maybe you can. Yeah, there you go. What were we saying? Let me show you something. This, to me, let me know in the comments how you feel. Forget what kind of meat this is. But do you see that? The little, like the burnt? It's not burnt, that's the flavor. This is what you want. That part, when you bite into it, it's just like, oh man. So good. I remember being in college. Why would my story start with remember being somewhere? I guess I had to be somewhere to know the story. Me and 2 of my college, my best friends, I was always with the same 2 people all the time. And especially in the summer, but on the weekends a lot. One second. I'm gonna do too much hot sauce to this. I had a few of you guys actually hit me up in the DM say you got this. And you were like, what is that weird taste? I don't know how to tell some of you this. If you've never had it. What you are tasting is truffles. If you've never had truffles and you're not sure if you like it, try something with truffles. They serve truffle fries at stores all over the place, steakhouses, restaurants. Get truffle fries and try that. If you like the flavor of that, you'll like this hot sauce. If you don't like the flavor of truffles, it's called truff for a reason. It is truffly. I don't know other kind of thing. This is actually the white truffle infused. I don't know if you can see that. I'm a bad camera, but see that on the bottom? This is the most expensive bottle they have. It's way more expensive because white truffles has a different taste. Excuse me. In my experience, truffles are very hit and miss. People either love them or hate them. Most people aren't on the fence. You either like them or you really don't like them. I mean, you can tell I'm a person who does. But I wanted to preface that because I know I do eat it a lot. And people see me eating it and they're like, oh, that must be good. To me, it's very good. But understand what you're buying first. Everything. The mayo, I love it. It's truffle mayo. It's very prominent in there. I just wanted to give a disclaimer. I never want to steer anybody wrong. My opinion is my opinion. It's not fact. My opinion is a fact, but you get what I'm saying? Opinions are facts because that is how I feel. That is a fact, but it's not like everyone's gonna love this. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who extremely dislike truffles. You will not like this. I just wanted to say that before anybody. And again, if I don't see it in a DM or comment on here, best way probably to get me is TikTok, to be honest, because I don't really have a large following on TikTok yet. So messages tend to not get lost in the shuffle. I think you can DM me on there, right? Can you? Because I don't really check it that often, but DMs do get pushed to my notifications. The only thing that does. YouTube comments don't. Instagram comments don't. So you have a very high chance of getting me. I try to answer as much as I can. I've had some people be upset at me because I didn't answer them. And to you, between you and me, I'm sorry. I'm not purposely screening messages. That is not my intention. I try to answer as much stuff as I can. I'm very fortunate that a lot of you have things that you want to ask or even just talk to me about. And that doesn't, it's not like, I don't take that lightly, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's hard to work a full-time job and, you know, put out content, edit videos, and do all this stuff. I wish there were more hours in the day. But as you can see in most of my videos, I tell you I'm eating at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not like I'm sitting here staring at like the wall before that. I promise you. So please, like, don't take it personally. I try to answer everybody. Like, I really do. But sometimes, you know, I'm human. But I wanted to say that. Now back to my original story, because I trailed off 17 billion times. We used to cook a lot. We all loved grilling. I know I get sidetracked a lot, but man, look at these green beans, man. I'm telling you. Oh. 1 tablespoon of garlic butter. You can buy garlic butter in the store, or you can melt butter, add spices to it, and then let it recongeal, and then use it accordingly. I bought this. Back to my story again. I'm sorry. So, I used to always love to grill chicken thighs. I still eat them today. And I remember being over there the first time, and one of the two friends was like, "Man, you burnt the heck out of that chicken." I'm like, "Yo, that's the flavor, bro." So, long story short, I let him try one. He was like, "I don't know why I never did this before." I liked the char. So just a char. I don't like eating rice with a fork. Ha! I got an under part. Look at the steam, man. Ooh. I don't care. We move. Oh, I always like to tell y'all, Slatterin. Pink lemonade. I know most of y'all like, I bet it's pink lemonade again. Yes, it is. Sugar free. Always my favorite. It's actually early today too. It's only like 2:30, which for me is like mad early. I'm trying to make a conscious effort to manage my time better. Not necessarily sleep, because I'm not going to sleep anymore. I'll just stare at the ceiling, but I want to manage my time better. If I want to do more things, I have to have more time in a day. And I tend to be the type of person that I work and I try to be as efficient as possible, but sometimes I will be such a perfectionist that I get like sidetracked. And it's honestly one of the things that made me get anxiety. I probably talked about this one a billion times, but I've had like diagnosed anxiety disorder. Like mental health is never a good thing to talk about, but I feel like if I do, it can kind of normalize it, so that people realize that you're like there's nothing wrong with you. You know, I used to hide it, but now I don't. One of the biggest things that I think caused it was I needed everything to be perfect. I needed to be in control of everything. I needed everything to go exactly the way that I planned it. And when things deviated, because things happen, I would try to control it so much that it would like drive me nuts. So, as I got older, I learned how to let go of the wheel a little bit, understand. That's where the whole "we move" thing came from. To be perfectly honest, if that steak incident I was referring to would have happened 7 years ago, I would have lost it. I would have like been really mad. Whereas now, and that's where this haha on my hand came from, my attitude was, I forgot, like I didn't see it as a dry ice because it was in like the box and I didn't notice it. I started laughing. I was like, that's a L. Like, we move. That was it. And then you just move on from it. You know, I've learned how not to sweat the small stuff. I've gotten very good at it, to be honest. There are certain things I still need to work on, like if I had to be honest. And funny enough, something I saw today, I gotta get off TikTok, bro. I really do. Because it just makes me, like, I want to say something, but I don't say anything. Because I like to lay in the cut. But a woman posted a video which she said, this is how narcissistic men act, and try to control you. So more or less the video, it said day 1, and I'm just gonna use my pen, I don't care. Oh! Come here. The first day it said, you know, with her boyfriend or whatever, hi, you know, you're everything to me, I love you. Someone being overly affectionate. And then day 2, it was like someone being cold and distant. And basically she was saying that narcissistic, in her case men, but it could have applied to women as well, will purposefully be hot and cold as a means of controlling their partner. That might be true, but I don't think it's the only factor. I don't think it's the only way that that happens. And the reason that I'm saying this is because I've been guilty of that in the past with people I have dated or been involved with. One day, I'm the nicest guy in the world, and the next day, I want to be left alone. And it's a roller coaster. I'm here to be, I'm being completely transparent. Like, people talk about like wanting to date me. You don't. I deal with mental health issues. I'm a very positive person, a very happy person, but at the same time, I need my space in order to be okay. It's something that I've realized over the years. How to deal with certain things. Sometimes I genuinely just want to be alone. I'm very much an outgoing person, but there are times where I just need to like reset. Yesterday was perfect because I overate, so I needed to not record, and I kind of just disconnected from everything. You know, I stayed off social media. I really didn't talk to anybody, and not everybody's like that. I don't expect everybody to be like me, but I do think it takes a particular type of person to be able to deal with me, because I do that. And it's not because I don't like you. It's not because I don't want to be around you, but it's because I don't want to be around you. It's not because of a need to want to control you. The last thing that I want in a significant other is to be controlling. I look at it as a relationship, as a partnership, 50-50. Not 50-149, 50-50. That's what I grew up around. That's what I would want. So it's not to control you. It's because I have mental health issues, you know? And it's hard for people who don't have them to understand what the other person's going through. And as much as I try to convey that, I may not convey it as transparently because I don't know. You know, it's something that's an ever-evolving thing. I learn new things about myself all the time. Like I said, I've gotten better at this, but I'm talking about in my past. It is not always a means of narcissism. There are other factors, like the one that I particularly dealt with. Also, I think that if you're dealing with, it's turned into like relationship talk. If you're dealing with a person, you've got to know your significant other's upbringing, their background, what makes them tick, their history. And sometimes because of that, people are extremely guarded. So they start to let their guard down with you because they care. And then the next day they almost feel guilty for letting their guard down, and they put it back up. And it's a roller coaster. And I wouldn't want to subject anybody to this kind of stuff, but understand that if this is the person that you're in it with for the long haul, it might not be the bad things you think are going on behind the scenes. Some people might think, oh, well, they're doing something behind my back, which I can understand. But that's where that whole trust thing comes in a relationship, and you have to decide yourself, as the person who's being put through the roller coaster, you have to decide if the person you're with is worth it or not. Being completely honest with yourself. You can work with them, or you can leave. But what I will say to you, if you feel like you can't handle it, if you feel like it's now making you toxic, at the end of the day, you've got to do what's best for you. I was reading some of the comments on that, and people were like green bean. Oh. I've been dealing with this for 8 years and it's horrible. You might be dealing with a narcissist, and that ain't good. You might be dealing with somebody who's got demons. You might be dealing with somebody who's got mental health issues. But I don't know everyone's history. If you took the time to talk to your partner about this and came to some sort of resolution, amicable resolution on both ends, and tried to work through it, that's your choice. I gotta use more. I just poured like half the bottle. That's like $3 right there. But if you decide you want to stick it out, understand what you're signing up for. And I think that's one of the biggest things and problems that people have in relationships is that they don't get what they're signing up for. I'll have to use myself. You want to date me? You'll never see me. Are you okay with that? Honestly, you'll never see me. I work 10 hours a day. I film 2 hours a day. Edit. Where do you fit in all this? If you have a job, which I'm sure you do, I'm gone from noon till 3 a.m. Unless you plan on turning into a bat and switching your sleep cycle, where do you fit in this? That's just the truth. And I think in the past people thought, oh, well, you know, maybe this is the right person. Listen. No. That's so rude. No. I'm not going to stop grinding. That is who I am. And understand that if you try to change the person that you're with, myself included, you want to make me stop, you know, we can't go out to eat unless I'm filming it. You want to make me stop what, like go to the movies, just like, I'll probably be resenting you for it eventually. The same thing, you want to date, you know, a professional athlete or a musician or something like that, you know. I know plenty of women out there who are out there chasing the you know, I don't want to say just the bag, but they're chasing their dreams, right? And they are in the same mindset as I am. I know somebody's thinking, oh, why don't you date them? Because we never would see each other. It would just be pen pals, bro. I've had pen pals. It's great. Fantastic. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't date me. Say you meet your girlfriend at the club, right? You're out in the club, you're having a good time, everybody's dancing, you know. Maybe you know, I don't know, for lack of better words, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say on here, you know, you be watching, you know, monetization police, but you take a trip home together. If she doesn't want to stop going out, You signed up for that. I see a lot of men and women, but men, who meet a girl, she's a party girl, or a guy, he's a party guy, and they think, oh, well, we broke, we're together, so party's over. The other person's like, no, you kind of signed up for it. And again, I know people are saying, oh, well, it can change for the right. Yes, but a lot of times when people change and they're not ready to change, they're going to resent you for it. And that's the last thing you want is to be with someone. Even the knife was like, nah. Is to be with someone who resents you because you change. They have to be ready to do so. I'm not ready to do so. Right person, wrong person, whatever. You want to wait outside while I'm filming? Hey, I'm filming though. I know you can't be in a video with me because you wasn't shooting with me in the gym. I always say that. That is so good. Over the years, I've ruined many a relationship of my own because, and it's not even a joke, I'm too busy. When are you gonna make time to see me? I don't know. Can't take a day off of work. No. I'm sorry. It had nothing to do with them, but they don't pay my bills. I know it sounds stupid, but there is a saying, and it is in Latin, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again because I think it's the truest statement ever. I'll say it in English though. It says, English translation, what nourishes me destroys me. If you don't understand that, the same things that make people who they are, the great qualities, are the same thing that can ultimately be their downfall. I'm not saying that I've arrived, I've made it, but I think for where I am in life, considering, certain things, I'm doing okay. But those same qualities that make me hustle to get where I have to be, or to get on that direction, are the same things why I can't maintain relationships. I want to work. I love the grind. I love it. I wouldn't be recording videos at 2 o'clock in the morning. This isn't a grind to me because I love what I do. I love making videos. I love my day job, which some people still don't understand. I run personal training studios. I have 2 of them. It's very tedious. It's a lot of stuff. There are a lot of clients, and not all my clients. I have to take care of a lot of different things. And there are a lot of bumps in the road that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. It's fluid. It's not for everybody. It can be a headache, but I love it. There's something very gratifying to me, not just about the work, helping people get into shape, change their lives, build more confidence. Like, I love that. But there's something very gratifying to me about it started from nothing, like an idea. It was nothing. We didn't even have a name. You know what I'm saying? I remember sitting on my computer trying to program and code the server, how it works, how we have it. It took me months. A lot of coffee. But I love it. I'm at peace when I am working hard. That is not, I don't want to say a normal thing, but a quality that everyone has. Some people, they reluctantly get to the grind. Not me. I swear to you, I hate getting out of bed. Hate it. But when I think about what needs to be done, I'm up, I'm out, I'm at it. And every day I get up and get out of bed, in my head, I know there's things got to get done, and I love to just tick the boxes. And I love to lay my head down when it's all done, the day is over, and be like, today was a W. Not every day is going to be a W. But I live for that. I've had a chance to meet a lot of people older than me who have been working from when I started to where they are, and I see their situations, right? And not necessarily I want that, but I get it, you know? And the crazy part about it is, and this is the realest thing, this is men and women. This isn't just men that I'm talking about. I've met successful female CEOs and so on. They're all divorced. All of them. Might be their fault. Might not be. But I know it's a significant other. It would be very hard to be with somebody who comes second to someone's work. Or 1A and 1B. You gotta have a different kind of mindset. I'll use another example. And there are people who have done it, you know, and I hope they continue to. LeBron James, very hard-working person. The late Kobe Bryant, very hard-working person. Maintain their marriages. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think that more than likely, the people in their corner had to understand, like, listen, when I wake up, LeBron might not be here. You might be down there practicing his free throws. Might be down there, you know. I'm sure that it took that. I don't know how many people watch college football. Nick Saban is, at this point, probably the most successful college football coach of all time. It was arguable, but now at this point, the guy's got like 8 championships. And he's rattling them off, and he ain't stopping anytime soon. Do you think Nick Saban's wife sees him much? Recruiting in the offseason? Practicing in the regular season? Game planning? Delegating? That's a lot of work. Nick Saban is not just sitting at home watching television. You know what I'm saying? Not just that. You want to have roots? You want to put yourself in one place and white picket fence? I don't know Nick Saban's whole history. I can tell you that he coached with Bill Belichick in Cleveland in the 90s. He was a head coach at Michigan State. He was a head coach at LSU. He was a head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Now he's a head coach of Alabama. That's 5 places. In a 15-year span? You want to move that much? Right? Your favorite musician. You want to date one of them? They're on the road half the year. They're recording another half of the year. Where does that leave you? You go on a road with them? Do you really want to spend your days from bus to bus doing show after show in the background? Some people don't. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just saying you have to understand what you're signing up for. And I'm not comparing myself to any of these people. What I'm saying is, similarly, my work, it will always be a priority to me. I'm not saying that it's impossible for somebody to finesse their way into my head, but I think that it's kind of the same thing. And I know a lot of women out there who are the same way. This is not just a me thing. It is not just a professional athlete thing. I know plenty of women. I don't want to put my cousin is a doctor. She's moved like 6 times already. Very successful. Doing great for herself, but she's been like me in the sense of like, you want to date me? Like, I'm going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to take a vacation. I don't take vacations. No, last vacation I took, I think I was 21. I'm not 21. Yeah, like 9 years. And it was for like 4 days. Since I have had my business, I have not taken one vacation. People are like, oh, you need to relax. I don't want to relax. That's just my own head. And there are millions of people just like me. I'm not saying I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm not saying I'm going to be a millionaire. But it ain't going to be for lack of trying. And I'm not just placing success on monetary value. I'm just using it as an example. That's not my idea of success. Yes, money is good. Like, it's better to have it than to not have it. But that's not my only goal in life, is to be rich. Like, it'd be nice, but only as a byproduct of other things. That's just like my honest opinion. Like, I don't do this, even this, I don't do it for the money. Money ain't good anyway. But I'm just telling you guys, like, that TikTok just sparked that whole thing. Anybody still want to date me? Oh man, oh, that was so good. Casually just polished off like like 500 grams of rice, health rice, and a pound of pork chops. I'm disgusting, bro. You really, like, I have a food baby right now. You want to come cuddle? Sorry. Oh, I'm tripping. Man, it's early today. It's only 2:48. That's dope. Anyway, we're back in the kitchen. We did that today. There are 2 things that are out. I got to review before the week is over. So I'm not sure. Excuse me. That's so disgusting. I'm sorry for burping. I'm not sure when that's going to be. I think I want to hit one up tomorrow. Chicken wars are in full effect, bro. Y'all don't even know. Like, there's places that I didn't think had some chicken coming out, and they got chicken coming out. But you'll see. Anyway, it has been your boy King Strats. That was my TED Talk for the day. I just learned that phrase today, by the way, because I'm a millennial. Anyway, we'll be back. Oh, that smells good. I wish I had more. I could talk forever. Tomorrow, more content. I love y'all. Yes, the hand signs. They made it to YouTube.